People keep asking me whether it is advisable to still come to an Arab country and then work. Seriously, all I can tell you now, for now, is Arab countries are so much safe to be in, especially these fights that I'm going to tackle right now. Hello and welcome once again to the channel of Truth. The name remains Kofi Techi, and I am so grateful to have you here once again for another informative yet educating topic. Okay, I am so pleased to have you here. Thanks for joining me on this one. Now, it seems we are having hard times in our own country. You know, people keep complaining, things are getting tougher and tougher. You know, some people even got at loggerheads with me just because I mentioned that we should stay in Ghana and not to travel. It is best to be in Ghana and stuff like that. Looking at situations surrounding Ghana right now, it seems times are very hard. Things are getting difficult, and by the day, things are getting much expensive without proper jobs to cater for our daily needs. If I understand perfectly well, it means that there are so many things going on right now in the country which are kind of getting the youth running out of the country. As you're running out of the country and trying to seek greener pastures, I am here to guide you through. I don't want you to fall into any kind of trouble. I don't want you to fall prey to any kind of agent who is so much greedy and ready to steal you of your hard-earned money. I don't know if it's the right word, but they are just ready to devour you like a hungry lion. I'm here to guide you through. I don't want you to fall prey to any kind of scam or fraudulent acts. People keep asking me whether it is advisable to still come to an Arab country and then work. Seriously, all I can tell you now, for now, is Arab countries are so much safe to be in, especially these fights that I'm going to tackle right now. Now, being here is an opportunity. It is okay to be here. You can live here, work, and then get whatever you want to get and then go back home, depending on the kind of company or the kind of work or job you get yourself. You understand? One other thing is you need to be very law abiding, because you know our Muslim brothers are Sharia law keepers, and once you are able to abide by their rules, once you are able to go in accordance with their rules and regulations, I swear to you, you can live here and work as long as you want to work. Seriously, it is a safe place to be. Okay, it is a safe place to be. Now, if you ask me about what kind of country, Arab country, you should come to and work, I would first of all recommend to you Qatar. Due to the FIFA 2022 that they are hosting next year, Qatar is one of the best places to be right now, because it is a kind of hot cake for people. Like, if you need employment, you can be employed easily because there are more job creations, like job opportunities over there that you can get yourself enrolled in, and then you start working, then boom. The people in Qatar are very friendly. I say this because I am in an Arab country and I know the kind of people we live with. Unlike these people that come from the other parts of Asia who think they are more human than others, the Arabs are not like that. Sincerely speaking, they are even lesser in population in the country. They are very friendly people, they are very good people. And with Qatar, I think they are okay. They are very good people. With the kind of discussions I've had with people who are living and working in Qatar, I think it's a very good place to live and work. And then all you need to do is to be law abiding, not to go against their Sharia laws. You don't do things that go against Muslim laws or Islamic laws. With that, you're free, you're safe to be in Qatar. Qatar, number one. Second on the list is Oman. Despite the war-ravaged and then unstable, Arab countries around this country, they are able to stabilize their system and then their government. And then they have enough and sufficient policemen to take care of any kind of crime or anything that happens to its citizens or foreigners living and working, expatriates. The third country in which you can live and work peacefully, like stay and work peacefully, is UAE. I mean, be it Dubai, be it Abu Dhabi, be it Sharjah, wherever you want to live in the UAE, it is very safe. You know, this is where I live and work, and I can confidently say that their security system is the best in the world and a very good place to live. Even though the place is gradually losing its, good jobs, like good jobs are being taken by foreigners and stuff like that. So when you're coming here and you're not well prepared, I'm sorry, you might get a job that might not be able to meet your needs as you want it to. The next country is Bahrain. Okay, Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain is one of the best countries. It is actually an island located in the heart of the Persian Gulf. It is one of the best countries you can actually travel to, work, live, and then have your peace of mind. Bahrain has actually had a fixed, minimum wage. Upon all my researches, it seems it's only Bahrain who has a fixed minimum wage in their country. They have a minimum wage of about $792, which means when you are living and working in this country, you're safe, and you can save enough money to head back home for your whatever you want to use your money for. Our last but not the least country is Kuwait. Kuwait is actually one of the best. I know you've heard about Kuwait, and you know it's one of the best countries in the Arab countries, like in the Middle East, where you can live, survive. I mean, though the place is a bit expensive, when you're not working in this country, it seems you might be facing a lot of troubles and stuff like that. Now, I would have to tell you this. All of these Arab countries actually have one thing in common. They all have one thing in common, in the sense that all you need to do is to respect their culture, respect their leaders, and then not to go against their laws. And one other thing that they have in common is their sponsorship. Most of the procedures used in obtaining a residency in these countries are almost the same. They are similar. You need a sponsor, and the sponsor must be either a company that you are going to be employed in, or a respected person in the community, or a legally registered resident in the country. They have almost the same qualities, and when it comes to applying for residency, or in case you need employment in any of these countries. I believe you can actually visit any of these countries with a tourist visa, but most of them would have you exiting the country when you are changing your visa status, as in when you come with a tourist visa and then you have employment or you're being employed. You need to go back home, process your employment visa, and then fly back into the country and start working. Sometimes most of the companies that employ you in these countries actually take the cost of these transitioning, like when you have to fly back home and then work on your documents and come back. Most of the companies take care of this kind of transitioning. They help you, they support you in flying back home and then flying back into the country. Most of the times also, if you're lucky enough, like let's say UAE here, when you get employed, most of the time you don't need to fly back home. All you have to do is present your documents to the authorities of the company that has employed you, and then they start processing your visa, your residency for you, and then you're good to go. You can start work immediately your employment visa comes in. You understand? So that is it. That is what they have in common. Now, here are things you should consider before moving to any of these countries, because it is very necessary. In all, it is very necessary to consider these things before moving or making a move into these countries. Make very good research whenever you intend to travel to any of these countries. I mean, if it's direct employment, make sure you do a background check of the company that is employing you, because most companies that seem to offer people employment, especially through agents, are fake companies. Do well to make your thorough research, do background search, and then make sure this company is genuine before you make a move. Also make a background search of the country that you are about to visit, because most countries have bad records of treating foreigners very badly. Like they have records of treating foreigners very badly. So you make sure you make research about these countries that you intend to fly to or you intend to travel to live and work. When you are being sent an employment document, or when you are being sent a contract to sign, make sure you read the contract very well. Get to understand the terms and conditions pertaining this kind of job that you are being offered. Read the contracts. I mean, read the contract. I'm going to treat contracts. I have treated contracts, and I hope you've watched that also. Don't get to just sign any kind of contract and enslave yourself. At the end of the day, it is very difficult to cancel or terminate a contract in an Arab country. So you do well to read your contract very well. Know the terms and conditions pertaining the kind of job that you are going to take before you make the move. And on a more serious note, I'll advise you once again, avoid Lebanon at all costs. Especially if you're an African, don't go to Lebanon to seek jobs, because the kind of stories coming out of that place is very horrible, and then it is inhuman. I wouldn't advise anybody to fly to Lebanon to seek job or anything of the sort. Anyways, it is not on my list of places you can live in the Middle East to work or live at peace. So I hope this video helps you, and that it gives you a lot of should I say insight and education. If it does, just do your best to hit the like button And then subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That is okay. That will help the community grow if you subscribe. And then you can also keep sharing this video for it to benefit other people also. As I always say, my videos are not for one group of people or one. It's not for just a group of people, it's for the world. If you have this video and it's helped you, kindly do your best to share it for other people to also benefit from it. My name remains Kofi Techi, and until we meet again, see you on the next one.